And we are going to start recording. All right. So this is hello.
Hi.
I have no idea if this is going live right now or not, but
We're hoping it is.
we're going with the assumption that it is.
Okay, that's good.
And with that, I have to see the volume here. Give me a second. Keep talking.
Sure, I will keep talking. How's your day been? How was your weekend?
See, if you keep asking me questions, I have to
No,
keep
no.
coming back.
I was
This
going through
this
a
is not
set.
gonna work.
I was going through a set of questions, okay? Of
Okay.
how was your day? How was your weekend? What are you up
I don't know.
to?
Listen, I don't even know what day it is today. Is it Tuesday, Wednesday,
Enjoying staying at home.
Thursday? I don't know what's going on. It's quite an experience.
It really is.
Having y'all here with me
I
at the
know.
same time, every day, all the time. It's
Okay, don't celebrate it too much.
I know.
We know you like it.
We're gonna have to see if we're actually live. So I'm going to test this out here, and try to see if I can see anything. I kind of, this is the way I roll. I just go and try things. You know how it is, right?
But you should. That's how things should be done.
That's how
Don't
things should be
overthink
done.
it. Don't,
Absolutely. Just get the camera on, hit that record button, and just go live. Yeah, it looks like we're live. Look at that.
See, look at
Woo!
that.
Yeah, right on. I'm just gonna have to. Ooh, there's a delay, so you have to get that sound down. Otherwise, you're gonna get double the sound. So, hey, we've already gotten Ryan watching us, and thank you for being the first one here in the live stream of the Creative 7 channel. But funny enough, we're not here to talk about this channel.
I know.
I mean, we will talk a little bit about this channel, but I think the ultimate goal for this one is to get you guys aware of what's going on the other channel that we just created for the podcast, which is the Creative Spin podcast. Those of you who have been following us here on Creative 7, you guys know that we've been playing around with the whole podcast scene for the last year and a long time already.
Yeah, year and 4 months.
We have just over 50 episodes. I think we're going on 52, 53, something like that.
Yeah.
But about 3 months ago, I kind of had the crazy idea of creating its own channel for the podcast. And this is because I think we've gotten comfortable with the whole podcast situation, and now it's a little bit easier for us to kind of just get the podcast going. So it's not there's not so much work involved in getting the podcast on the go, meaning that we might actually have some time to do more videos for this channel, for the Creative 7 channel, which is going to be a lot more about all of the stuff that we do at Creative 7 when it comes to Photoshop, InDesign, like all the design programs that I use, all of the hardware, all of the software, tech reviews. We'll probably get some, I wouldn't say podcasts, but probably conversations with other people within the field, just to talk to them, to find out what they do and how they do it. But that will be in another day, because we're stuck at home. We're stuck in quarantine. Yes, the whole world is stuck. But I didn't want to talk too much about that. I think, everybody and their mother is talking about this whole situation we're going through, and it sucks. We all know it. We're in quarantine. We should stay home, social distancing. Anything else I'm missing?
No, all of that.
All of that. Okay.
All of the above.
So that being said, I think we need to move on to content. And the cool thing is, we're here to talk about the Creative Spin podcast channel. And by the way, if you guys want to go there and check it out, it's, just search for it on YouTube for Creative Spin podcast. You'll see all the yellow bricks going on. I kind of made the whole yellow brick thing going on. We also have a website, which we're currently updating to get all of the links to the new channel and all of that. But we also have the Facebook whatchamacallit, the page and the Instagram as
Mm-hmm.
well. And we also have the Twitter, which I think I'm putting it on screen. I think it's gonna look really cool. I've been working hard on
I
these.
can
Look at
see.
that. Look, even the
You
little
know you
squirrel.
know how to use your time at home, which is good.
Yeah. The thing is, there's still a couple of things that I need to change there, but we're not gonna talk
That's
about
pretty
the little
cool.
details that I've just seen that they're not right. But in any case, we've got the creativespinpodcast.com website, which will have all the information.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing is, what we decided to do is, I was saying something else here. This is the thing about being live.
Yeah, no, you are going into the reason why we decided to create the Creative Spin podcast, right?
Okay,
This page,
let's continue
right?
with
Its
that.
own channel.
Let's pretend that's where my line of thought was, and I didn't forget anything.
You're good at that.
I'm. What are you trying to say, man?
A lot of times
See,
I'm talking to you,
listen.
and then you turn to me, it's like, where was I going with
I
that?
bring you on to be a co-host because I like you and I think
thank
you're
you.
good. But man, throwing me under the bus all the time.
I'm not. I'm
Okay,
just saying.
joking.
But see, that's the quality of a great mind. You think about all different things, and sometimes you sort of, need to go into a different path to find the other way around.
Listen, those of you who are watching this, now you know my pain, what I have to go through, even during the Creative Spin podcasts with this young lady over here. You're lucky that I can't reach you.
Well, it's social distance.
So we're keeping we're keeping our social distance here. Anyways, going back to the Creative Spin podcast. So what's happening with this channel is we have 52, I think 53 episodes or something like that. So as we're getting all of these ready, because we've gotten I think about 20 of them all ready and set to go. So we're publishing them on this channel all since episode number 1. We already have episodes I think up until episode 5 that came out today. What day is it today? I don't know.
Today is Monday.
I think it was today.
Oh, my Lord.
Don't need to punch that. So we have all of the episodes up until 5 already, plus some of the new episodes that are coming up as well. So the whole idea behind the new channel is that we will be coming out with the new episodes every Thursday. So those will be the new episodes, but every other day we're still coming out with an older episode, which, by the way, you guys, even if you've watched it, you should check it again, because we're kind of re-editing it a little bit and adding a couple of things in some cases. Some of the like episodes 40s and so on, we didn't post the whole podcast on the Creative 7 channel. We actually only posted 7 minutes of that of that podcast. So now we're actually releasing the full episode on the Creative Spin podcast. So, and the whole thing is for us to kind of spread the word, for you guys to spread the word. That would be amazing if you guys could do that. Creative Spin podcast, just send it out to everybody you guys know.
Subscribe.
And I think, I think by doing that, we can let this channel grow on its own a little bit. And to that, how has it been for you to be in the Creative Spin podcast for the last year and 3 months or 4 months, whatever it was?
It's been great. It's been a very interesting adventure on many different levels. I really like the way the episodes.
Me? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I like the host a lot. I like being insulted, being called an old lady.
Hey, listen, that never happens. I mean,
No,
but
of
the
course
best way
not.
for you guys to find out how innocent I am is to go on to the Creative Spin podcast channel and check all those episodes
Prove
and
me
see.
right.
Prove me right, please, because come on, man.
But it's been very,
Throwing me under
very
the bus.
interesting. No, I'm not. It's been very, very interesting. I really like it. I do love the entire idea behind doing podcasts and sharing ideas and talking to people. So it's been, I haven't been in all the episodes, but I've really loved so
Yeah, because you
far. Yeah.
bailed on us.
I
Because
have
you got
not.
invitations to every single
I
one of them,
have
but it's like,
not.
I'm too
And
busy.
I do believe that whenever you have guests, they are definitely way more important than me to be there. But yeah, no, I really liked it, and
Excuses,
please.
excuses,
And
excuses.
yeah, we can do another one on my excuses.
Okay. You think? Okay. Now, I'm just, this is how I operate. We're here live, and I just had an idea. I know today I know when I have ideas. This is actually a cool time for us because, we've done all the work related stuff in the morning. We've been with the kids. We've gotten them to do stuff already. And, around the 3 o'clock mark, 4 o'clock mark, it seems like it's an ideal sweet spot there for us to do a podcast or a live stream every day. Every day? Did you hear that part?
Yes, I have heard that part.
And you're okay with this?
Sure. I mean, I'm at home.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm not busy. Let me
True.
correct to that, right?
True. I mean,
Homeschooling plus my
your-
own classes.
your own
and
classes,
everything
yeah,
else. But,
and putting up with me and
It's-
Creative 7 stuff and all of these.
but that will continue if
the
we do the
dog.
live and the podcast. So
Yeah, it
but,
will. But we're gonna keep it to really short episodes. Let's start doing this. I think and one of the probably the things that I wanted to bring into these live streams from now on is kind of like a lot of positivity and let's not focus so much on every bad aspect of what's going on in the world right now with this whole virus situation. But we should just bring in the
I think so.
positive side of things.
As you know, I've 2 or 3 weeks ago already, I stopped posting on my social media anything that is negative. So
Yeah.
and I've actually unfollowed a lot of people that were just hammering on that negative aspect. We all know it. We all watch the news. We're all at home. Everyone is nervous about the situation, so let's not contribute more to it. Let's try to find some sort of balance if we can. Into
because
this,
it does
right?
become overwhelming. And
Yeah, it really does become overwhelming, and
did you hear that?
I did hear.
Oh
that,
man, that just went in my ears right now.
but,
Whew. This is me as we're talking, trying to do some
you're like
other
a
stuff.
little kid,
I
You
am.
try
I'm
different
like
things
I've
and
got
touch
all
different things.
these
and-
so many buttons
Oh,
here. I
man.
want to click on every single button at the same time. But yeah, I was just going to the Creative Spin podcast channel because that's
See,
what
it's
we're
like
talking about.
It's like homeschooling our son. He can't sit still, and it's like,
Give me a break. I've been
I'm a
in
high school
quarantine
teacher.
for a month. I'm not okay. Look at my hair. It's like down to. I've never.
It's
had-
actually not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
No, not
My
bad
beard's
at all.
growing.
That's why I'm
There-
sort of holding mine up. 'cause, yeah.
everything's kind of going out of control here. So give me a break, man.
Sure.
Just give me a break. I was just going over to the Creative Spin podcast channel, and we do have that welcome video that just starts with all that rhythm, and all that.
It's good.
It's got a nice beat to it.
For sure.
I'm here thinking, can I actually put this here? Because whoa, geez, again, man, wow, that is loud. I don't know if you can you guys hear that too? If there's anybody actually watching us right now, did you hear that? Because I'm gonna put that on. See if let me see if I can get this to work. If I press this button and I press that button,
Yeah, there you go.
is it working? Let me know if it's working. So there you go, and that's me talking about the
They can
channel
go
and
and
all that.
explore
They can go
the
in and
entire
check it out.
channel. That's
Yeah,
good.
I don't know. Did you guys hear that? Was that cool? I don't know if you could hear that or not. Let us know in the comments. It looks like it went on, but I don't know if the voice went on. It looks like there's a little bit of a delay too. I don't know. We're trying new things here. We've got all the little toys and all the little things.
You do have all the toys.
I do have all the toys. The problem has been up until now to get all of these pieces of the puzzle together, and the time that it actually takes to put all of this together to make it work and come out properly. There's a lot of trial and error that you have to do with any of this live streaming devices and hardware that you can work with. I mean,
But it's very cool, I have to say.
it is. I mean, I have the Stream Deck over here, which allows me to kind of swap stuff and add things to the scenes and all of that, and that's pretty cool too. But to get all of these pieces to work and to sound good and to have a good image and to do all of this stuff, it's not as easy as one might think.
Or as others make it look. Like you
Yeah.
actually are making it look easy.
Well, yeah, but I'm still a little bit. This is the thing. I know how this works, but when you don't do it every day, you kind of go, okay, is the audio input from here or is it from there? Is like,
So I
where's the
get it.
video?
We need to do it every day now.
Yes, this is why we need to do it every day. So this way, I get more
There's the
practice on this.
commitment.
And listen, we're in quarantine. We can't go anywhere. We shouldn't go anywhere. So we might as well do something that is useful, or I should do something useful. I guess me more than you, right? But going live is not an issue. I keep telling people I know and my clients and all of that, just go live. You know what I mean? You don't need to have all these cameras and cables and lights and microphones and stream decks and you name it. You don't need that. You just, every phone has a capability of just switching on the live stream. Your computer as well. There's, they all have a camera there. I mean, I can watch this. I can even do that. Watch. See? Now it's on my face because it's right there. See? It's on my
Wow.
yeah.
I like
Because
that.
I've got
That's
the little
a nice
buttons.
angle.
I like this camera though. I think it's got better quality. But here you go. This is me being a perfectionist and wanting to use all the equipment I have.
Wow.
But my bottom line is that one should not stop putting out information just because you might not have all of the equipment or the best equipment or whatever you think you might need. Don't overcomplicate it like me. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. Just hit the button and start recording. And this goes for both ends of the
equation.
and of the equation. There you go. I was waiting to catch that word. And the equation is you can do it for yourself in a personal aspect, or you can do it from a business perspective as well. It's easy to just grab your laptop and record something in your office, or right now you're at home. Everybody should be at home, or most people are, but you still have a lot of information about your business that you might want to give out to your clients or to inform them so that when things get back to normal, and hopefully that will be soon, now your clients also have, a little something to go with, more information about what you do, your services, and how things can get done. And it might even speed up the process afterwards when things get back to normal, because now your clients will know, okay, you know what, I remember you talking about this particular thing in one of your live streams.
And you're keeping in touch with them at the same time.
Exactly. Can you get that? And that's the other thing. Good point is the fact that you're doing live streams or that you're recording and just putting it online. People are going to watch it and they're going to be commenting on that video, and that opens up the door to a lot more communication and gets things started. Now it all depends on what you do for a living. If you're completely stuck at home and you can't really, your company really, whatever you're selling, be it a product or whatever, you need to have that one-to-one contact, that face-to-face contact. Then it's going to be difficult, but you can get things ready for it whenever the time comes for you to be able to sell and to do that. But if you're doing something that you can offer online, or you can ship to them, or you can do this is a great way for people to communicate with their customers and with an audience, and try to grab new audiences, right? And new clients like this. Just because you're stuck at home or you're unable to do things like you used to, doesn't mean that you should stop working or not doing anything about it. I
But
think,
adapting to this reality at the same time,
and I
right?
think,
And
you know what, this technology has been here
yeah,
for a while.
yeah.
I think we've just not needed it, right?
Well,
So, or
yeah, in my case, that's what I say. Like teaching through a computer, I've been doing that for a while with my classes. So when all of a sudden this was introduced, I was like, okay,
okay,
I'm okay with that.
just the setting where you're sitting down is going to be
It's
different,
going
but
to be different,
the stuff is all the
but
same.
other than that, it's like okay, like
I'll be honest, with the Creative 7 stuff, it hasn't changed much either, other than, not being able to meet with clients face to face, or, I like, I like going to the client's location, and if they need something done in their store or office space, I like going there, seeing it for myself. If we need to do any kind of poster or sign or whatever it may be, measuring it, trying to see it, taking the pictures and all that. Yeah, I still like doing that, and I still need to do that once
But
this is over.
you
But
also
now it's like,
you also care a lot for your clients, and I know you, and you like to do that follow up. You like to be there in
yeah,
person
I think you should.
to do that, right? But yeah,
But now you follow up like this.
in the,
This is the way you
exactly in the
follow up.
best of scenarios, this can and does work.
Yeah.
And it is an awesome way of keeping up and really stepping into the 21st
One of
century, as I
the
usually say.
one of the things I'm thinking about here right now, and guys, this is how I roll. And she's, you've been with me for
What's
over
going
20
to
years.
be
You know
said?
how I roll. I think tomorrow we should get into how you can communicate, like what kind of, because I know you and I've also been doing that a lot with some people through Zoom. Attending classes and talking to people
Even a
through
book
Zoom.
club.
Even a book club, your Zumba, you've been doing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as well. So, it's, I think it's interesting to see what's out there, what else is available as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to dig into this tonight, so that tomorrow when we do the live stream, we're going to be able to go a little bit more in depth into this. But, I want to go in to actually check what's going on with Zoom in terms of how safe it is or not.
Yeah.
As a platform, I think it works great. I think it does its job. Yes, there are glitches here and there. Yes, sometimes the sound doesn't come through the right way. Sometimes things freeze, but that's like
overall,
anything.
it's
Overall,
very solid.
I think so.
I have to say, we had a staff meeting the other day, and there were about 130 of us, or 140. We're a
Damn.
big school, right? And not everyone was online that day, but I know it was about 130, 140 of us. And honestly, there were no issues.
Yeah, I think the issues are more from a security aspect.
Yeah.
I think people are more concerned about the security aspect
Mm-hmm.
of the Zoom meetings. Apparently, it's easy to hack. It's people go in and kind of take over your whole meeting and all of that. Now Zoom has come up. I've seen a couple of news outlets and some emails and some stuff about them upgrading their security things and all of that. But again, I'm kind of
We'll talk about it.
I'm kind of talking headlines here, the stuff that I see going through the feeds and all of that. But I haven't really dove in deep, and I'll try to do that tonight for us to get a little bit more information about Zoom, and to actually go through what you can do in terms of using other platforms or other type of software that has the capability of doing video and for meetings, and because I know there's a lot of stuff out there. So I'm just going to actually list all of the ones that I feel like they could work for most people, and that they could be the easiest. I think that's the more important thing for me is, let's not complicate stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? If you want to complicate, you can complicate. If you know how to work with it, then go for it. Complicate the hell out of it.
This is you. This is me.
Yeah, you want to be able to just record from your
Yeah.
computer and just
Yeah.
get things done, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think most people are in the same position that you are, and even
And there's a
using
place for both. There you
and
go.
even using just your phone and not even a computer, and you can do that nowadays. And I think that tomorrow's live stream here in this channel is going to be all about that. I think it'll be an interesting one. The today's podcast. Today's podcast.
Live.
I'm so used to saying podcast. Today's live stream is all about the Creative Spin podcast. That's what I wanted to say. And to kind of get you guys aware about that channel, because we can't do a live stream on that one yet because we don't have enough numbers, or we haven't been around with that channel for long enough to have that live feature. And I know that a lot of the people that were watching the Creative Spin podcast were watching it from this channel. So just jump over. You know, you guys, I'm clicking the button so you guys see the Creative Spin podcast. Just type that into YouTube, and you should be able to find it. Yep. And let us know what you're thinking. I'm changing up the thumbnails. I'm doing all, you know, I'm trying.
Yeah, you've been pretty creative, I have to say.
So today we actually had the which episode was it? Let me go back here to see which one came out today. Jeez, that thing came on again. My gosh. Are you okay there?
How loud do you have it?
I don't know. It's loud, man. It's loud. Today's podcast, the one that came out was communication skills. Remember this one? This one was recorded. Let me try to without this going. This one was recorded. I'm putting the dates. That's another thing that I'm doing is originally published February 9th, 2019. Wow, it's been over a year. Yeah.
I do remember that though.
This was all about how people are communicating, and it's still relevant right now because we talk about how people, you know, are communicating via email, text message, Facebook, DMing here, DMing there, and how confusing that can get, how people are confusing stuff, and on the flip side, how you can actually make it work properly, right? This was a really cool episode. Episode 5. Jesus, it feels like it was recorded yesterday.
That's
damn. It's been over a year already. Anyways, that was the latest one that I put up there. And tomorrow. What day is it again?
Today is
Monday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So Wednesday we're gonna have episode 6. I cannot remember for the life of me what episode 6 is. So let's just say it's a great episode, and you guys should follow us on Facebook and Instagram, because we're gonna be updating those as well with all the new episodes and all the new stuff. The other thing about Facebook that I want to say is I don't want the Facebook page to be solely about the Creative Spin podcast. I want it to be about podcasting in general. So if you're somebody that likes podcasting, that is, you know, curious about the whole podcasting world, I will be searching, and whatever comes in my feeds that has to do with podcasting, either recording or whatever has to do with podcasting, I'm going to be pushing it to that page. I kind of feel like, you know, with the Creative 7 stuff, we do a lot. You know, from printing to web design to design to blah, 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 blah. So many things that sometimes it can get a little bit confusing. So that's why I wanted to kind of go.
Lost in the middle.
Yeah, I wanted to funnel down and go specific to podcasting. And that's why I created the YouTube channel just for the podcast. That's why I created the Facebook page, the Instagram, and the Twitter. Because I want to be going very specific, and it's going to be specifically podcasting. You know, if you're somebody that's at home right now and doesn't have much to do because you're stuck, it's not going to be that difficult for you to start a podcast, right? All you need is a phone nowadays. Yep. That's essentially what you need, and you have one. I know everybody has one or 3. So since you do have one, we'll go through and come up with some videos as well to get you guys started and to do that, because I think it's a valid medium for anybody to try. For sure. Right? So we've been now doing this for a little bit. You know, going back to these last few weeks, crazy. But a lot of good stories have come up, and I think that in a future live stream or episode that we do, I think we should do one about all of the funny stuff that has been happening around the world with this situation, and to see if, you know, in the middle of all of the hardship, the issues, the problems, the, you know, families going through through hell and
Yeah.
back, and all of the situation, being scared, and the world being turned upside down, I think we should also focus on a positive end. And
Yes, I believe so.
and you know me, I'm always cracking a joke no matter what.
Yeah.
So I think that's the attitude that one should have, is to always try to, try to see the good side of things and try to smile a little bit. So we'll try to do a couple episodes on that, because we're going live now every day. Did I tell you that?
You
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
I did say
I'm
that.
Not I do
That's what I
forget, but not
I know.
yeah.
But I did say
not
that.
often, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Anything else you want to add, Anna, or
My
do we? Are we
goodness.
gonna go?
Can't wait until we do another live, which will be tomorrow,
So
and another
Are-
podcast.
are we going to be? Are we going to be? Do you want to set a time for this?
Listen, I'm home.
So 4:00. 4:00 is a good time. 4 to 4:30. I think that'll be good. No,
Yeah, I
that'll
think
work
so.
for us. You're looking at the
I'm
schedule
looking
there.
at my schedule over there, but I think so.
Well, which
It's,
is essentially our kids' schedule for their online classes, because they have to use this room to do
uh-huh.
their training
Activities.
and activities and all of that through Zoom, which has actually been going okay.
It's very
It's
good.
kind of cool. But they only start at 5:30, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a perfect
Yeah,
timing, from
yeah.
4 to whatever until 5:00 at the latest. We're gonna start doing our live streams and come a little bit more prepared with all these footnotes and stuff that we
Sure.
need to add on to our
I'll start reading that.
yeah.
like
That's where you
things
get
like
at.
that.
All right, guys. We're gonna go back and read all the comments that you guys leave. If you're watching this after it's gone live, I was gonna say you missed the whole thing, but you didn't, because
No,
you
they
watched
didn't.
it. Jeez, what am I saying? Jeez.
It's
Anyways,
getting to you.
sorry.
It's getting to
It
you.
is getting to me big time. I wish you guys all the best. I will see you here tomorrow. If you go on to reach out to us tomorrow and have any questions, we're going to be talking about live streaming or live meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You make note of that, and that should be fun. So we'll see you guys then, and don't forget to spread the word about the Creative Spin podcast channel. That's the other thing. I need to get music, man.
Okay, get music. I can give you some suggestions.
Got all this gear and I forgot about the music.
I can.
You can sing.
Do you
No,
do you
no, it's
really
okay.
want me to?
It's okay. We're gonna end it right now.
Are you sure?
We'll catch you guys on the next one.